everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my November beauty favorites. I do have a little bit of skincare in here in addition to some makeup that I was loving in the month of November. So let's go ahead and start off with the skincare items that I was loving in the month of November. This first one is from Too Faced and it's the Hangover RX primer. This is pretty much just a coconut infused moisturizer. I don't necessarily use this as my primer. I do use a primer to help mattify my skin and kind of fill in my pores. I really just like to use this as my face lotion in the morning. It's really nice because it has like electrolytes or something in here that kind of regenerates kind of your skin. I don't even want to say regenerates, like kind of rejuvenates your skin just a little bit. So it's really refreshing and it's really nice to use in the morning. But what I like about this is that it doesn't have any silicone in here, and it's just a very light moisturizer. It smells like coconut. It has a pump. I'm sure you guys have seen this everywhere on YouTube, but I really like this, especially for people that have sensitive skin. And even though I have oily skin, I tend to avoid putting it right here in my T-zone. Even though I have oily skin, this doesn't really leave me feeling oily. It just leaves me feeling refreshed and moisturized, and it's not too heavy, which is why I really like it. So this again is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. The next skincare favorite that I have is from Perfectly Posh, and this is the caramel. It's a buttery caramel sugar lip scrub, and they come in these little tins like this. This is actually a brand new one. I used up my other one, so you guys are going to be seeing that in my product empties, but this is probably my favorite flavor or scent of this because you can actually lick this right off your lips when you use it. So you would just apply it like it's a sugar scrub you apply on your lips. You kind of rub your lips together, rub your finger over your lips, and then you'll just lick off any of the excess. It's perfectly safe to eat. It's actually made to just lick right off of your lips. And again, I'm sure I've mentioned this in several videos, but I always have to put it out there. I am a consultant for Perfectly Posh, but that's not the reason I mention these products. I've talked about several fails and several flops of Perfectly Posh during my product empties. These are products that I absolutely hated, but if I mention them during my favorites video, it's because I really do think these products are worth it. I'm not trying to make a commission off of it. I always leave both my link, which is the link that I would make a commission off of, and the Perfectly Posh website link, which I do not make a commission off of that link. I always leave both of those in my description box just in case someone does want to be generous and use my link. Please know that I'm not mentioning these products because I'm trying to make money off of these products. I really am genuinely mentioning these products because I think these are the ones that are worth it out of the company. I'm giving you my honest review. I do use these products personally, so if I don't enjoy the product, I'm not going to recommend it to you guys. So again, this is their lip scrub. They have several scents or flavors in these lip scrubs, and I think they're really worth it. You get a really big tin. You get 0.6 ounces or 17 grams in one of these tins. It's pretty inexpensive, and one of these bad boys lasts me about 6 to 8 months, depending on how often I use it, but I actually use this scrub every single day. So the next thing I want to talk about is this eyeshadow, and it's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. It's an eyeshadow palette from Studio Makeup On The Go, and I picked this up. I got this in a boxy charm, and I think this is gorgeous. So these are the colors that you get in the palette, and this is actually the color that I'm wearing all over my lid today. I don't know the name of it. They don't have names. The palette is in SSP03 Warm Up, and I believe they have different like 9-pan palettes, but I really like this color right here. This is what I'm wearing all over my lid, and this is what I'm wearing in the crease, and then this is what I'm wearing as my brow bone highlight. So those are the 3 shades right there. This one, and this one, and that's all I use today for my eye look, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. They're really nicely pigmented, really smooth, really easy to use. They blend out like a dream. I think this palette is gorgeous, and I'm so excited that I got it. It's a full-size item that I got in I believe it was a BoxyCharm or a Glossy Box, I can't remember. So I've really been loving this palette. It's really easy to use. It has everyday colors in here. You know, you have your black, your browns. These you could just throw in the crease. This one right here is a shimmer, this one right here is a shimmer, and this one right here is kind of like a satin color. But this is a very well put together palette. I think it's just great. I've really been loving this palette. Another palette I've been really liking, you guys actually saw me haul this during my birthday haul. I picked this up at Ulta. I'm not sure if it's only available at Ulta, and I heard that they no longer have this in stock on the Ulta website, but you can still pick this up in stores if they have it available. And this was only $39, and it has a huge mirror. I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror, but it has gorgeous blushes, and then these three right here are highlighters. I told you guys I would update you guys if I really did enjoy this palette, and I cannot put this palette down. This has been my go-to palette, especially because these three highlighters, they're just so pretty and like, I don't even want to say pigmented because I don't like pigmented highlighters. So those are the highlighters right there. It's kind of hard to see on my skin tone, but they do, that's actually the highlighter that I'm wearing today, are those, a combination of those three highlighters. Actually, it's a combination of the coral and the gold highlighter is what I'm wearing today. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful highlight. So it may not look like much right here swatched. I don't think swatches necessarily do those highlighters justice, but these blushes are so smooth and so pigmented and so buttery. You actually have to have a really light hand with these because it's really easy to go overboard with these blushes. They're just they're really pigmented, so you really do have to be careful with these blushes. But I've been loving this palette, and one thing I really like about it is that the formula actually lasts a long time on my cheeks. So I have very oily skin, which tends to eat blush up pretty quickly. It'll look really pretty when I initially apply it, but after a few hours my blush will just be completely gone, and these don't necessarily do that. So I think this is a really good value. It's $39. If you can pick this up, if you're a blush lover, pick this up. I actually use this mirror to get ready every single day because it's a huge mirror. I really do think this is a good value. Since we're talking about blushes, I wanted just to go ahead and quickly talk about these cheek products. So I have 4 blushes here, and these are all kind of in the same family of colors. In the colder weather, I like to wear more like plummy purpley colors. So this first one is from Urban Decay, and it's in the color Rapture. So it's like a purpley mauvey plummy color. It's a really gorgeous blush, really smooth, really nice formulation. This is very similar to the Balm's Instain blush in the color Pinstripe. Again, it's kind of like a purpley mauvey like plummy color. Very similar color. I would say that the Balm's blush maybe has a little bit more of like a gold shimmer to it. So that top one is the Balm's blush, and the Instain blush in Pinstripe, and then the bottom one is the Urban Decay one in Rapture. So I don't know if you guys can see, but that top one has a little bit more of like a gold sheen or shimmer to it. But both absolutely gorgeous colors. I really do love those blushes. And then the next one I have has a little bit more of like pink in it, and it's also from the Balm, and it's called Cabana Boy. So that's what the packaging looks like, and then this is what the blush looks like. So this, again, it's a little bit of that like mauve purpley color, but it pulls a little bit more pink. So it's very similar to the other ones, but it definitely has a little bit more pink in it. So that's that bottom one right there. And then the last one that's kind of related to these, and it's in a similar color family, is from Hourglass. And this is one of their ambient lighting blushes in the color Mood Exposure. This blush is gorgeous. It doesn't look like much in the pan. It actually doesn't look like much swatched. I kind of feel like this works with your body chemistry, because when I first swatch it, you can't really see much of the blush. It's definitely not showing up as well on camera, but you can build this blush up. It's that bottom one right there. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but it's that bottom blush right there. I feel that once you put it on your face, it kind of deepens up a little bit on your face. So you still want to be kind of careful with this blush, because it will intensify to kind of this color right here. It's just a really, really gorgeous, gorgeous blush. At first, when you look at it, it kind of looks like it has a little bit of like shimmer in there, but that shimmer really doesn't translate too much on the skin. So this is just, like I said, a paler version of these colors right here, but you can really get it to build up on your skin and look gorgeous. I feel that this is definitely one of my favorite blushes to wear in the wintertime, and it's a perfect everyday blush. So if you're scared to use colors like this because you feel like they might be too intense, or you do have a much paler complexion, I think this would be a gorgeous blush for the wintertime. So the last two face products I wanted to talk about were my favorite highlighters of the month, and I have been absolutely loving this highlighting powder from Catrice, and this is in the color Champagne Campaign. That's what the highlighter looks like. I really, really like this highlighter, but I feel like it is a little bit powdery, so I definitely have to use some type of spray to bring down the powderiness of the highlighter. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is a little bit powdery. But what I like to do is, this is a very nice, like, everyday subtle highlight for me. When I want to intensify my blush, I'll put down the Catrice blush and I'll go in with my Colourpop blush in the color Wisp. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, like, champagne colored blush. And I'll go in with this blush and kind of just dab it right on top. I'll kind of just dab it right on top of that highlighter. It's a much deeper color. It's a much more golden color. So I like to apply this right on top of my powder blush. And it doesn't really distort or move around the powder blush. I've tried wearing this as a base and then applying the powder blush on top, but I actually prefer it the other way around. I prefer putting the powder down first and then intensifying it with the Colourpop blush. I think this combination is absolutely gorgeous. These are definitely my favorite highlighters of the month. I've been wearing these both every single day. I really, really do like both of these blushes and the formulation, but again, this one is a little bit powdery, but for $2.99 or $3.99 that I paid for it, I just spray my face down with a little bit of Smashbox Photo Finish primer water, and it brings down that powderiness, and the highlighter looks absolutely gorgeous. It melts right into your skin. So I want to finish off my favorites with my favorite lip products that I've been loving. And the first two are from Wet n Wild, and these are their Mega Sticks Balm Stains. And I've really been liking these because these have been really easy lip products, especially now that I'm getting closer to finals. I haven't really been getting that much sleep. I don't really have a lot of time in the morning to get ready. So these have been just absolutely perfect. And the two colors that I have are in 126 Rico Mauve and 164 Caffeine Fix. And I really like these because their packaging is just really, really nice. These are the type that you can rotate up and down so you don't have to sharpen these. And I like that the cap kind of clicks shut. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but when you close the cap, it just clicks. It clicks, so it's very, very secure, and I know that the cap won't fall off in my makeup bag. So this right here is Rico Mauve, and like I said, these are more of like a balmy type of product, but they still have a lot of pigmentation. And then this one right here is in Caffeine Fix. So this is definitely a little bit more of like a brownier color. So that's Caffeine Fix right there, and that's Rico Mauve. And these are just really comfortable. If you wear a lip liner, they will last a little bit longer and it'll kind of help with the pigmentation. But as you guys can see, they're pretty pigmented on their own. You can just throw these on. You don't have to worry about a lip liner, and they last a decent amount on the lips. Of course, they're not going to last through like, they may last through one meal depending on what you eat, but for the most part, I find I do have to reapply these, but they're super easy to reapply. And then the last three lip products that I have are all from Colourpop, and I have been loving their the satin lip colors, or the ultra satin lip formula. And I kind of rediscovered this formula. I only had 2 of the ultra satin lip in the collection, and then I picked up the Hello Kitty collection, which I have an entire swatch and review video of the Hello Kitty collection. So I picked up the Hello Kitty collection, and there is an ultra satin lip called Tiny Chum, which is just this gorgeous everyday mauve color. It's like a nudie mauve color. So that's Tiny Chum right there. It's a gorgeous color. And then the 2 colors that I already had in my collection, which I use these so much because they're really nice everyday colors. The first one is in Spritz, and it's this really nice everyday pinky color. And then I have Magic Wand, which is kind of like a nudie brown type of color. Definitely more nudie than Spritz. So that right there is Magic Wand, and that right there is Spritz. So as you can see, you have Tiny Chum, which is more of a mauve, has a little bit more purple in it, Spritz, and then Magic Wand. So those are the swatches right there. And I really like the satin formula. These don't dry down fully matte, but they do dry down and they do set, which I really like. And they're not gonna crack or crumble like a matte lipstick would, especially now in the winter time where your lips have the tendency to dry out. This is just a really nice formula. And when I wear a lip liner with these last so long. These will last maybe possibly through 2 meals. I love wearing these because I don't have to worry about retouching these or reapplying these throughout the day, especially when I'm not really thinking about it because I'm just so focused on my classes and studying and doing my homework and all of that fun shebang that we do in college. But I mean, I really do like these because these are very easy to work with. I've been loving these, and I believe they're only $5 or $6. So again, these are the Ultra Satin Licks from Colourpop, and I've just these are pretty much just like standard everyday colors. So these are the 3 that I would recommend picking up if you're somebody who looks for just everyday colors. So I'm gonna stop rambling about these because I really could talk about Colourpop all day long. Colourpop is one of my favorite like affordable makeup companies, and I love their formulations. I love their lippy sticks, but the Ultra Satin Lips have been my absolute favorite. So that's it. That's everything that I have been loving in the month of October that's like beauty related. I didn't really have much skincare because it hasn't really changed up much. I do have a current skincare routine right now up on my channel, and I do have a giveaway going on right now. I'm giving away 10 sheet masks. I will leave my current skincare routine linked down below, and you can get all the information about the giveaway. It should be ending real soon. I believe it's ending within the next week or so. So if you are interested, you know, just go to that video, and like I said, all the information will be on there. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my monthly beauty favorites. Don't forget to subscribe. I am currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.